They said it could never return. They whispered that the legend was gone forever. Yet here we stand, on the edge of 2026, where the Chevrolet Chevelle 396 rises from the shadows like a prophecy fulfilled. The Chevrolet Chevelle's 396 base is one of the most legendary muscle cars ever produced, a true symbol of the golden era of American performance. Introduced in the mid-1960s, the SS 396 quickly became a dream car for enthusiasts who craved raw power, aggressive styling, and the unmistakable sound of a big block V. From the very first glance at its exterior, it's easy to understand why this car left such a lasting mark on automotive history. The front design is pure muscle, dominated by a bold horizontal grille with quad headlights that gave the car an intimidating presence on the road. The chrome accents around the grille and bumper added just the right touch of sophistication, reminding everyone that this was both a street machine and a stylish cruiser. The hood featured subtle bulges, and sometimes even functional scoops, hinting at the power lurking underneath. Moving to the side, the long, wide stance with sharp body lines and flared fenders created an unmistakable profile. At the back, the Chevelle's 396 base carried wide rectangular taillights, a clean deck lid, and dual exhaust outlets that announced its presence with authority. The balance of elegance and aggression made it a design that remains iconic to this day. Inside, the Chevelle's 396 base offered an interior that combined simplicity with purpose. The cabin was spacious for a two-door coupe, with bench or bucket seat options depending on the buyer's preference. Upholstery came in durable vinyl or cloth, and while luxury wasn't the main focus, the build quality made it feel solid and dependable. The dashboard featured a straightforward design with analog gauges, a large speedometer, and optional tachometer to keep drivers informed about engine performance. Chrome accents around the controls and steering wheel added a touch of style, while the optional center console with a floor-mounted shifter gave drivers a sporty, hands-on connection to the car. Comfort was adequate for long drives with plenty of legroom and supportive seating, though the ride quality leaned toward firm to handle the power under the hood. For a muscle car, it was more comfortable than many of its competitors, which made it suitable for both daily driving and weekend drag strip runs. Performance was the true heart of the Chevelle SS 396 base. As its name suggests, it was powered by Chevrolet's big block 396 cubic inch V engine. The base version produced 325 horsepower, though higher performance variants of the same engine could deliver 350 or even 375 horsepower, depending on options. Mated to either a 4-speed manual transmission or a 3-speed automatic, the SS 396 delivered exhilarating acceleration that defined the muscle car era. It could launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in the 6-second range, an impressive feat for its time. The exhaust note was thunderous, deep, and raw, a sound that became music to enthusiast ears. The rear-wheel drive layout, combined with a limited slip differential, ensured plenty of traction when putting all that power to the pavement. While handling was not its strongest point compared to modern standards, the Chevelle SS 396 base delivered exactly what buyers wanted: straight-line speed, raw power, and an adrenaline rush every time they hit the gas. In terms of technology, the Chevelle SS 396 base was simple and mechanical. Unlike modern cars filled with digital screens and driver aids, this muscle car relied on pure engineering. Mechanical linkages, carburetors, and analog dials were the order of the day. Options included power steering, power brakes, and even air conditioning, which added convenience without distracting from the raw driving experience. The simplicity of its technology is part of its charm today, as it represents an era when the driver was fully in control, connected directly to the machine without electronic interference. Safety systems were basic by today's standards, but typical for the 1960s. Seatbelts were offered, but features such as airbags, anti-lock brakes, or traction control were non-existent. The car's heavy body and sturdy frame did provide a sense of security, but safety was never the main selling point of a muscle car. The focus was always performance and style, and the Chevelle's 396 base delivered both in abundance. towing capacity was not a consideration for the Chevelle 396 base. This was not a utility vehicle. It was a performance car designed for speed and style. That said, its big block V8 certainly had the torque to pull weight if needed, but buyers of the time weren't interested in towing trailers with their muscle cars. Instead, they wanted to tow respect from the competition at traffic lights and drag strips. Comfort was better than one might expect for such a powerful machine. The wide cabin, cushioned seats, and relatively smooth ride meant that owners could use the Chevelle 396 as a daily driver. The suspension was firm but forgiving enough for long highway trips, making the car versatile as both a performance machine and a cruiser. With optional extras like air conditioning and upgraded stereo systems, buyers could tailor the Chevelle to suit both spirited driving and family outings. Pricing during its original release made the Chevelle 396 base especially attractive. It was affordable compared to European sports cars, yet it offered performance that could rival or surpass much more expensive machines. In the late 1960s, buyers could get behind the wheel of a brand new SS 396 for under $3,000, making it one of the best performance bargains of its time. Today, classic examples in good condition command high prices at auctions, often ranging from $50,000 to well over $100,000 depending on originality, condition, and rarity. For collectors and enthusiasts, owning one is not just about driving. It's about owning a piece of American automotive history. The Chevelle 396 base represents everything that made the muscle car era unforgettable. Bold styling, a thunderous V8, thrilling performance, and an affordable price combined to create an icon that continues to inspire car lovers more than 5 decades later. It is a car that embodies freedom, power, and the joy of pure mechanical driving, standing as a timeless legend of the road. The Chevelle 396 Heritage Edition is more than just a car. It is a rebirth of an icon that has been reimagined for the modern age while keeping the soul of the muscle car era alive. From the very first glance at the exterior, it's impossible not to be captivated by its presence. At the front, a bold and aggressive grille dominates the design, paying tribute to the original Chevelle SS 396 with a modern twist. The wide stance is accentuated by sleek LED headlights that stretch inward like sharp eyes, giving the car a menacing yet elegant character. A sculpted hood with functional air intakes adds both style and performance, hinting at the powerhouse lurking beneath. Along the sides, muscular lines and wide fenders reinforce its athletic identity, while chrome accents nod to the past without overshadowing the future. At the rear, quad exhaust tips and a boldest badge remind you of the car's heritage, while slim LED taillights and an aerodynamic spoiler complete the design with a contemporary edge. The Heritage Edition captures the look of a classic reborn, a machine that carries the DNA of the 60s into the roads of tomorrow. Step inside, and the interior tells its own story. This is where retro inspiration meets modern innovation. The cabin is driver-focused with a flat-bottom steering wheel wrapped in premium leather, retro-style gauges fused with a digital instrument cluster, and subtle brushed aluminum trims that echo the old-school muscle vibe. The seats are sculpted for both comfort and performance, with high bolsters to hold you tight during spirited drives, and fine stitching that pays homage to vintage designs. Soft-touch materials, customizable ambient lighting, and a panoramic sunroof bring luxury into a space that still feels raw and thrilling. At the center, a large touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto keeps you connected, while an upgraded premium sound system ensures the roar of the engine is not the only music you'll enjoy. The blend of analog and digital creates an experience that feels timeless yet futuristic, making every ride a tribute to heritage. Under the hood lies the beating heart of the Chevelle SS 396 Heritage Edition, a modern reinterpretation of the legendary 396 cubic inch V8. The engine roars to life with an unmistakable growl, delivering raw power with cutting-edge engineering. Depending on configuration, the car offers a naturally aspirated V8 pushing over 450 horsepower and a performance-tuned option capable of surpassing 550 horsepower, ensuring that this modern muscle car lives up to its legendary name. Power is channeled through either a 6-speed manual for purists or a 10-speed automatic for those who want seamless acceleration. The rear-wheel drive system is enhanced with advanced traction control, while performance brakes and adaptive suspension allow the Heritage Edition to balance raw power with precise handling. 0 to 60 comes in just under 4 seconds in its higher output trim, making it a serious contender in the world of modern performance cars. Technology is at the core of the driving experience, offering everything from customizable drive modes to performance telemetry that lets you track lap times and G-forces. Safety systems are also fully modernized, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, and advanced braking systems. These features ensure that while the Chevelle S396 Heritage Edition honors its untamed roots, it also protects its driver and passengers with the best modern technology has to offer. For those who want versatility, the Heritage Edition surprises with practical touches as well. Its chassis is engineered to support light towing, giving it the ability to pull small trailers or recreational gear with a capacity of up to 2,000 pounds, making it more than just a weekend toy. Comfort has also been carefully considered, with multi-zone climate control, heated and ventilated seats, and noise-dampening insulation that allows you to enjoy quiet refinement when desired, yet still unleash the thunder of the V8 at the push of a pedal. Long drives feel effortless with ergonomic seating and ample legroom in both front and rear, making it as practical for daily use as it is thrilling on the open road. Pricing positions the Chevelle S396 Heritage Edition as a premium muscle car, with the base model starting around $55,000 and performance trims reaching upward of $75,000, depending on options and packages. This makes it competitive with modern muscle rivals while offering something unique, a perfect balance of nostalgia and innovation. The Chevelle S396 Heritage Edition is not just transportation. It is a living legend reborn, carrying the spirit of American muscle into a new generation with pride, power, and timeless style. The Chevelle SS 396 Performance Pack is not just a car. It's a living legend reborn, a name that echoes through the golden age of American muscle and resurfaces today with a modern twist on raw power and timeless style. From the very first glance at the exterior, the car commands attention with its aggressive stance, low-slung profile, and a presence that seems to own the road even before the engine roars to life. At the front, the signature split grille sits wide and bold, framed by sharp LED headlamps that blend retro inspiration with futuristic clarity, while the sculpted hood with functional air intakes hints at the beast lurking underneath. The muscular fenders flow seamlessly into wide side panels, giving the car that unmistakable muscle-bound shape. And as your eyes follow it to the rear, the fastback silhouette tapers into a trunk line that ends in a subtle yet athletic spoiler. The back view is equally commanding, with quad-LED taillights paying tribute to the original Chevelle design while dual-chrome exhaust outlets growl with authority. The entire body is designed to be both aerodynamic and nostalgic, blending classic 1960s cues with modern enhancements that make it feel like a true performance icon of the present day. Step inside and you're greeted with a cabin that perfectly balances vintage inspiration with state-of-the-art luxury and technology. The driver's seat is low and commanding, upholstered in premium leather with contrast stitching that pays homage to the racing stripes outside. The dashboard is a masterpiece of modern engineering, featuring a digital cluster that can switch between retro-inspired analog dials and futuristic layouts depending on your mood. A large central touchscreen houses the infotainment system, complete with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation, and a premium audio system tuned to make every drive feel like a concert on wheels. The steering wheel is thick and performance-oriented, with paddle shifters and customizable drive mode controls at your fingertips. Rear passengers are treated to surprising levels of comfort for a muscle car, with sculpted seats and ample legroom, while the trunk provides a respectable amount of cargo space, ensuring that this car isn't just about show, but also practicality. When it comes to performance, the Chevelle SS 396 Performance Pack lives up to its legendary name. At its heart lies a 6.5-liter V8 engine, delivering a spine-tingling 396 cubic inches of displacement and producing well over 500 horsepower, depending on the configuration. Paired with either a 6-speed manual transmission for purists or an advanced 10-speed automatic for those who crave precision and speed, this car can sprint from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. The Performance Pack adds track-inspired suspension upgrades, Brembo brakes, and a limited slip differential, ensuring that all that power is delivered with control and confidence.
What?
The exhaust note is unmistakable. Deep, guttural, and raw, a sound that makes your pulse race every time you press the pedal. Fuel economy isn't its strongest suit, but no one buys a Chevelle SS for efficiency. They buy it for passion, performance, and presence. Technology plays a big role in enhancing both the driving thrill and daily usability of this machine. Advanced driver assistance systems such as adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and forward collision warning give you peace of mind while still allowing the car to feel raw and engaging. Multiple drive modes, including track, sport, comfort, and eco, allow the Chevelle to transform its personality at the push of a button, shifting suspension stiffness, throttle response, and steering feel to match your desires. A head-up display projects vital information onto the windshield, ensuring your eyes remain on the road as you unleash the beast within. Safety is not overlooked, with a reinforced chassis structure, multiple airbags, stability and traction control systems, and advanced braking technologies that work seamlessly to protect occupants. Even with its muscle car DNA, the Chevelle SS 396 has been engineered with modern safety standards that make it as secure as it is exhilarating. While towing capacity isn't the focus of a muscle car, the SS 396 still provides enough low-end torque to handle light loads, making it versatile for lifestyle needs without compromising its performance edge. Comfort, too, plays a surprising role here. Despite the aggressive suspension, the adaptive dampers ensure that the car remains compliant on daily commutes, smoothing out bumps while keeping body roll in check. Heated and ventilated seats, dual-zone climate control, and customizable ambient lighting all enhance the overall driving experience, making this as comfortable for a long weekend trip as it is thrilling for a sprint down the drag strip. Pricing for the Chevelle SO2 96 Performance Pack reflects its position as both a nostalgic icon and a modern performance machine. Starting around $70,000 and climbing higher with customizations, this is not a car for everyone. It's a car for those who want to own a piece of history while commanding the future. Every detail from the exterior lines to the roar of the engine speaks of passion, heritage, and performance, making the Chevelle SS 396 Performance Pack not just a car but an experience, a story, and a statement. The Chevelle SS 396Z Lone Supercharged trim is more than just a car. It is a resurrection of American muscle heritage fused with cutting-edge engineering, designed to stir both nostalgia and adrenaline. From the moment your eyes catch the exterior, the car commands authority. At the front, the wide, aggressive stance is defined by a deep blacked-out grille bordered with chrome, paying homage to the original Chevelle while embracing modern aerodynamic enhancements. Sleek LED headlights with a piercing glow sit on either side, styled in a way that blends vintage cues with futuristic sharpness. The sculpted hood, with its pronounced bulge and functional air intakes, instantly tells you that a beast lives beneath. Moving along the sides, bold character lines sweep across the muscular fenders, highlighting the low and wide silhouette. At the rear, the design continues the aggressive elegance with quad-LED taillights, a sculpted decklet spoiler, and a dual exhaust system integrated into a diffuser that screams performance. Every angle of the Chevelle SS 396Z Lone Supercharged trim has been crafted not only to look iconic, but also to deliver functional aerodynamics, with airflow channeled precisely to enhance stability at high speeds. Step inside, and the cabin reveals a perfect blend of retro charm and contemporary luxury. The dashboard carries the DNA of the classic Chevelle, with circular analog-inspired digital gauges. But the materials and layout are entirely modern. Premium leather sports seats with contrast stitching cradle the driver and passengers with both comfort and firmness, built to handle the force of sharp acceleration and tight cornering. Ambient LED lighting creates a customizable atmosphere, while aluminum and carbon fiber trims remind you this is a performance machine first and foremost. At the center console sits a large touchscreen powered by the latest infotainment system, offering seamless smartphone integration, navigation, voice controls, and over-the-air updates. Even the steering wheel is a piece of performance art, flat-bottomed, leather-wrapped, and equipped with paddle shifters and integrated controls for both convenience and control at your fingertips. Performance is where the Chevelle SS 396Z Lone supercharged trim truly comes alive. Under the hood roars a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 inspired by the legendary LS architecture, pushing out over 650 horsepower and well above 650 lb-ft of torque. Numbers that rival modern supercars. Coupled with an advanced 10-speed automatic transmission or an available 6-speed manual for purists, the car launches from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds, making it one of the fastest American muscle cars ever produced. A specially tuned suspension system with adaptive dampers provides a balance between track-ready stiffness and daily driving comfort, while Brembo high-performance brakes ensure unmatched stopping power. The engine options expand beyond the supercharged Z Lone trim as well. Enthusiasts can select naturally aspirated versions tuned for balance and everyday usability, or opt for the full Z Lone package, which brings supercharging, enhanced cooling systems, and track-oriented tuning. Exhaust systems can even be configured electronically, allowing drivers to choose between a quiet, subdued tone for city driving or an unrestrained roar that announces its presence on the highway. Technology plays a major role in transforming the Chevelle into more than a brute force machine. A full suite of driver assistance systems includes adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, forward collision alert, and automatic emergency braking, providing safety without diluting the raw driving experience. The car also features a performance data recorder, giving enthusiasts the ability to log track runs and analyze performance metrics in real time. Advanced traction and stability systems can be fine-tuned through multiple driving modes, ranging from comfort and sport to track and drag, ensuring the Chevelle adapts to every road or environment. Despite its performance-first DNA, the Chevelle SS 396Z Lone supercharged trim does not sacrifice comfort. The cabin is surprisingly spacious for a muscle car, with rear seats designed to accommodate passengers without compromise. Dual-zone climate control, ventilated and heated seats, premium audio systems, and wireless charging stations all make the car suitable for long-distance cruising, as much as for sprinting down the drag strip. Towing capacity is rated at around 1,500 pounds, modest compared to trucks, but enough to haul small recreational gear or a lightweight trailer, adding a touch of practicality. Pricing reflects its exclusivity and engineering depth. The base Chevelle SS 396 starts in the mid-$50,000 range, while the Z Lone supercharged trim commands upwards of $80,000 depending on options and customizations. For collectors and performance purists, special launch editions with unique badging and limited production numbers push the price well into 6 figures, securing their place as instant classics. In the end, the Chevelle SS 396 Z Lone supercharged trim is more than a car, it is a statement. It carries the soul of the 1960s muscle era while harnessing the technology and performance of the modern age. It's designed for those who crave raw power, head-turning design, and a driving experience that feels alive. Whether you see it as a tribute to history or a vision of the future, one thing is certain: the Chevelle SS 396 Z Lone is here to reclaim the throne of American muscle, reminding the world that legends never die, they evolve. The Chevelle's 396 Limited Collector's Edition is more than a car. It's a time machine that brings back the soul of the late 1960s, while blending it with the precision of modern engineering. From the moment your eyes land on it, the exterior design commands respect with a stance that is low, wide, and intimidating in all the right ways. At the front, The retro-inspired split grille with blacked-out accents is framed by modern LED headlamps that pay homage to the quad-light setup of the original. The sculpted hood features a bold power bulge, hinting at the muscle that lies beneath, while subtle chrome touches add just the right amount of nostalgia without feeling dated. Moving to the sides, you notice the muscular haunches and flared fenders that give the Chevelle its aggressive posture, while the limited edition badging and unique alloy wheel designs emphasize its exclusivity. At the back, the wide stance is reinforced with LED taillights that reinterpret the classic horizontal shape, a sculpted bumper with integrated exhaust tips, and a discreet spoiler that ties together the look of raw performance and modern refinement. And step inside, and you are immediately immersed in a cabin that blends vintage charm with cutting-edge technology. The dashboard is a modern reinterpretation of the original, with dual round gauges and retro-styled fonts that sit inside a fully digital display customizable to show performance data, navigation, and connectivity options. The steering wheel retains the classic three-spoke design, now wrapped in fine leather with brushed aluminum inserts. Seats are upholstered in a mix of premium leather and Alcantara, with contrast stitching and embossed collector's edition logos that make every drive feel special. Comfort is not sacrificed for sportiness. Both driver and passenger enjoy heated and ventilated power, adjustable seats with memory functions, while the rear seating offers surprising room for a coupe of this stature. Ambient lighting, inspired by the original SS color palette, creates a mood that is both dramatic and inviting. Under the hood, the Chevelle SS 396 limited lives up to its legendary nameplate with a choice of two powertrains. The standard engine is a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V8, producing 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, channeling its raw energy through a 6-speed manual transmission for purists or a 10-speed automatic for those who prefer modern convenience. For collectors wanting the pinnacle of performance, a limited high-output variant offers a supercharged version, pushing well beyond 650 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful retro-inspired muscle cars ever built. The car launches from 0 to 60 in just over 3.5 seconds, with a quarter-mile time competitive with today's elite performance machines. Yet, true to its heritage, the exhaust note is an unmistakable roar, deep and thunderous, giving every acceleration a sense of theater. Technology inside the Chevelle balances entertainment with practicality. A 12-inch infotainment touchscreen dominates the center console, compatible with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an exclusive Chevelle Heritage interface that allows drivers to display retro gauges and classic car graphics. A premium Bose sound system ensures music sounds as powerful as the engine itself, while wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, and Wi-Fi hotspot functionality make it fully prepared for modern lifestyles. Advanced driver assistance systems come standard, including adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, rear cross-traffic alert, and forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, proving that even a muscle car icon can be safe in today's demanding world. While towing capacity is not the first thing enthusiasts look for in a performance coupe, the Chevelle SS 396 surprises with enough strength to haul small trailers, boats, or motorcycles, boasting a rating of around 3,500 pounds when properly equipped. The chassis and suspension are tuned for a balance of everyday comfort and track-ready handling, with adaptive dampers allowing the driver to switch between touring and sport modes at the touch of a button. Long drives are made effortless thanks to superior sound insulation, dual-zone climate control, and plush seating that supports without fatiguing. Pricing reflects the exclusivity and craftsmanship of this limited collector's edition. The base model begins just under $70,000, while the high-output variant pushes closer to $90,000. Each unit comes with a numbered plaque on the dashboard and a certificate of authenticity, ensuring long-term value for collectors. So only a small number will be built, making this not just a car to drive, but a piece of automotive history to preserve. The Chevelle SS 396 Limited Collector's Edition is a celebration of muscle car heritage, modern technology, and timeless design. It's a bridge between past and future, an icon reborn for a new generation, carrying the thunder of the 60s into the roads of today. Whether you see it as a collector's masterpiece, a performance machine, or simply a dream made real, this Chevelle proves that legends never truly die. They evolve. And so the legend of the Chevrolet Chevelle 396 does not end. It transforms, reborn into the future with machines that whisper destiny and roar with power untamed.